Hello everyone, whoops, that's the wrong screen, that's the screen I want right there. Hello everyone and welcome to the losers bracket final. This is technically the third place playoff and it is going to be between Gentlemen in Underwear and Tactical Frisbees as we now get going. And for the lineups today, we do have, on Gentlemen in Underwear side, we do have Emorin, Derp, Moogie, Enforcers, and Deals. And for Tactical Frisbees, we do have Shade, Gaz, D-Day, Josh, Nesp, and Saya. And Tactical Frisbee is on the defensive side, and they will be taking the Armory Lockers first. And it is looking for GiU to attack. Now, GiU are going to be running Thatcher, Thermite, Ash, Habana, and Glaz for the attack, while Tactical Frisbee is going to be running Mira, Valkyjaeger, Bandit, and Smoke. And just a bit of banter going on between the teams at this point as we're waiting to load in.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Alright, we will have to see how Tactical Frisbee is going to set this up. They are ready and willing at this point, and we see the armory wall being reinforced, the fountain wall being reinforced by Gaz, one on each side so far. Nest will pick up the rest by the looks of it. Saya reinforcing the corner of armory. No one getting the back. Shay, by the looks of it, might get the other back one, as he has reinforced the mirror hatch. We do see D-Day Josh reinforce the wall there, the armory wall, and no bandits on it as of yet. However, we are still going. Nesp will finish off the back reinforcement there. And we see the Glaz wall, that one there, being reinforced. It's called the Glaz wall because you see Glaz spawn over here, as Deals is right now. And just to show us, you shoot straight through this wall and you're hit with that Glaz wall. He can't open it up though now because it is reinforced, so he will have to move on. There's a brilliant representation of why I call it the Glaz wall and why you reinforce that. Alright, so Emorin trying to shoot the speakers there, getting sick of hearing that I do not board the helicopters. And I don't know why, apparently they became Indian. And Derp just going to be droning out the break room and CCTV cameras. Just does see Moogie drive past him on his drone. And Moogie does put a hole in the wall. By the way, guys, this is technically a rematch of one of today's games, in which we did see Tactical Frisbees come out on top then, and so that sent GiU to the losers brackets, and Tactical Frisbees to get sent to the losers brackets by Corvidae in the winners bracket final. So there is a bit of history here today with this team. And we see GiU not really sure what they want to do at this point. All five currently sitting in the break room and CCTV room, as Deals is going to be running around. We do have Gaz downstairs at the moment in the server room. Hops back on these cams and he sees three people right there. There is a fourth one through the wall that we can see, but he sees three of them. And he is going to right now go and look for what C4 kills he can pick up at this point. He sees Enforcers there on the Habana. That's who he's going to go for, I think. It certainly is. And he misses. Oh, he pre-planted his C4 already. He thought he was, he thought he still had it, I think. Oh, that's devastating for Gaz, as that could have possibly killed one of his own team members. As D-Day Josh does pick up Moogie straight off the bat. That is the first kill going down with only a minute left. We see Derp currently trying to drone out the officers. They have 50 seconds and they need to push in and clean up the team. So D-Day Josh does clean up one drone and he's waiting for Enforcements to peek around. He gets down. I'm not sure where from, but Nest throws out his C4. Doesn't quite get him. Crosses through the floor and revives D-Day Josh. That is a very dangerous revive, as he does now get behind the desk. These two are in a lot of trouble at this point, but they've been playing together all day, and Nest cleans up Enforcers there. D-Day Josh now going to be covering the a hard flank there. Just make it so no one can push through the officers. Emorin coming through as well. He downs Nest, but Gaz cleans him up from the flank. It is now all up to, oh, there goes Deals as well. So now it's all up to Derp. He pre-fires out Shay, cleans him up, but will get cleaned up as Saya in return, pardon me there. And that is round one going over to Tactical Frisbees. So that attack was very controlled by GiU there. Very slow attack, very methodical, droning everything out, except for the Valkyrie below them. And then we finally, but then we just saw them run out of time and panic. They didn't have enough time to fully get in and take control of the offices, which they needed to. So we are going to see GiU now on the defense. Going to take Armory, Lockers, and Archives also. And we see Bandit, Smoke, Valkyrie, Jaeger, and Mira for them. Meanwhile, we have Blackbeard, Hibana, Buck, Thatcher, and Monty coming out for tactical Frisbees.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they
And
can.
let's see how GiU do plan on setting this up. And will they do anything differently to what Tactical Frisbee does? That name gets me, man. It's my own team and it still gets me every time. We see Imorin is going to reinforce and probably Bandit and probably put his batteries down on that wall right there, or not. Okay, proved me wrong there, Emo. And Deal's opening up the wall. Is he going for a full reinforcement? I don't know. I don't think so. It was just across the map, I think. So footholds plus a peephole there. And there goes one bandit. Yeah, two bandit. He's not going to actually bandit those.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Where is he banditing? Oh, we see a spawn peak coming out of Emo. Is he going to go for anything? It doesn't quite look like it, as there is no Glaz on the attacking side, so they're not going to spawn anyone on this side. We do have the west side, though, being spawned out by Shade. Pulls out his pistol so he can run faster. Gaz currently droning out the world. He does find enforcers. He sees enforcers walk straight past him. Enforcers does see the drone, though, and forgets it and continues walking down. And D-Day Josh now also droning out customs inspections. They have to find where Enforcers is going. Nest is currently repelling on the side. And we see the Monty push in. So that to me does say that they are going to go on a soft wall here. They're getting shot through the wall by Emo-Rin. Emo-Rin with his silenced bandit looking to try and pick up some sneaky kills, or at least some damage. Does not get it. Shade on the vehicle's window here is going to open this wall. See if he can't... Oh, he tagged Deals there in the back.
Attackers dropped it.
And just peeking, let's see what he can find. Deals has gotten out of there, though. He won't be able to find him anywhere. And Shade now going to be covering. This to me says they're going to try and do a door push here. Deals being pushed even further back. And D-Day Josh has taken out Moogie there. Gaz on camera is trying to work out what he can find, what he can see. He sees the hatches open right in front of him. Does not see any C4 on the floor, though, so they are going to go for the plant. As he did drop the diffuser there, he walks in. He's going to plant right behind Saya. Let's see what they're going to do here. The smoke actually comes out. It's not affecting Gaz. He continues to plant. The smoke whiffed entirely. Emo-Rin does pick up Shade, though, so that's the Blackbeard gone. Enforcers did pick up D-Day Josh, that's the Buck gone as well. Saya getting smoked out everywhere. However, he does go down, so Enforcers will pick him up. Gaz did pick up Emo-Rin, and Gaz picked up Deals with a C4 at this point. It is now a 2-on-2, Gaz and Ness, and Ness picks up Derp. He's now all onto Enforcers here. He's got to find them. I would be playing time, but Ness peeks and finds Enforcers, and that is round 2. Going over to Tactical Frisbee here with a great push plan, fantastically executed, and the C4s to cover them. They pick up the kill. C4 to cover their backs. They find it, they take them out, and they get their successful assault. Alright, moving into round 3 here, we'll have to see a new defensive hold coming out of Tactical Frisbee, and it is going to be Ventilation and Workshop. So pushing into that, we are going to have Thatcher, Thermite, Ash, Hibana, and Glaz for the attack coming out of GiU, and Tactical Frisbee is going to be running Pulse, Valk, Jaeger, Bandit, and Smoke to round out their lineup for defense. Alright, having a quick look through the scores, we have Derp on 1-1 and 2, Emo-Rin on 1-0-2, Enforcers on 2-0-2, Moogie and Deals both on double donuts and 2. We have Gaz on 3-1 and 0, Nesp on 3-1 and 0, D-Day Josh on 2-1 and 1, Shade on 1-2 and 2, and Saya on 1-0 and 1. getting that lol score 1-0-1. I hope you guys appreciate that. I want the meme being started. Alright, so it is the ventilation workshop being defended by Tactical Frisbee. I almost call them Tactical Potatoes again. God damn, I'm bad at this game. So we see a full reinforcement up along the back with a full bandit wall. And you see the door there reinforced from the back. Both doors reinforced. Gaz is doing all the barricading right now, getting all 3 doors. Meanwhile, we see one wall being gone up there. We're lacking a mirror, actually, out of this team. Meanwhile, we have no reinforcements upstairs at all. Not even the hatches have been... Oh, no, a light. 1 hatch, 2 hatches have been reinforced. Moogie is taking out D-Day, Josh. That is what you get for peeking, Josh. That will serve you right. Gaz still sitting upstairs. Now has to be very careful as everyone else is below him, and he is going to be holding upstairs on his own. The Valve cam comes out. I don't think it quite hit the fan where he was trying to aim. Meanwhile, Emo and looks like Emo, Deals, and Enforcers have taken control of Strip Club here. They see the hatches have been opened, so they do drop drones below them. And this will be an absolute telling of what happens to their for their attack here. Are they going to push down? The Claymore is up. The Dirt finishes droning and will now push into the building. Just a minute gone by. Has finally entered the building. He picks up his drone and now he will join them. It looks like Gaz has actually left. Yep, he blows his C4, does not get anyone. We are seeing Ness still running a C4.
Knock, knock.
EMP incoming.
Looking through the floor, and he takes out Emo-Rin with the Silence Bandit, giving Emo-Rin a taste of his own medicine there. And that is the first game.
Located by attacker.
That is the first kill, sorry. Sorry, the second kill, I should say. D-Day Josh died, spawn peeking.
The attacker spawn diffuser has
Shade up the top here, gonna be coming around the side. Very close, he found Enforcers, and he misses! And he finally picks up Enforcers, however, he loses most of his health. He does jump down the hatch, though, and he needs to be very careful of Derp above him, looking to try and get the spawn peak right now. Sees Shade, does not manage to pick him up. Moogie takes out Saya and Shade in a quick double kill. Now it is just Gaz and Ness alive. And they are feeling very peaked right now as Derp does take out Ness from above. It is all up to Gaz at this point here. Gaz, the Clutch Master, needs to find 3 people. And Derp is the one with the diffuser. He needs to not die, and he gets shot in the back. He's being very cautious right now. Does not know where they're from, and is being, playing it very carefully. However, those footholds are going to hurt him as he sees Moogie, but Moogie takes him out first. And that is GiU picking up their first win of this match. It is now 2-1 in favor of Tactical Frisbees. Alright, so we see some very quick operators being chosen out of GiU right now, and it is going to be Bandit Smoke, Valkyrie, Jaeger, and Mira for the defense, and they are going to be defending Armory, Lockers, and Archives. And right now we see Tactical Frisbees taking their time to decide their operators and what they want to run. So far, they've only come out with the Hibana and the Thatcher. They have only got 5 seconds left. The Monty comes out. They're going to... This makes me think they're going to do the exact same push again as the Buck and Blackbeard will round out their composition. While it is going to be the exact same team, the exact same operators, and the exact same defensive side. So I do expect them to do the exact same push.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
The question will
bombs.
be, how will GiU adapt to what they did? Right? How will GiU make the adaptation to stop the same plant going down as it did last time? Alright, and we see Emo reinforcing the Lockers wall. Had an absolute dirt there. And he will bandit down the mirror wall. Reinforce the back of Archives and the both sides of Fountain. They are going to reinforce this wall here, which makes me think someone is going to sit behind here. I don't know who it is, but someone's going to sit here. Emo-Rin going for his exact same peek again. Actually, on his drone, right on the cameras, right in front of his spawn peak. Ness did actually spawn that way, so did Gaz. He doesn't find anyone, and he just backs out. Trying to shoot through the floor, opening up, see what he can find. Doesn't see anything. We'll just go back and bandit his walls. He's got 2 left, and he's not going to place them. Going to hold on to them. Meanwhile, we have Saya pushing in by looking through the south balcony. We'll take out the camera. See, there's no one on the stairwell. Hopefully, Nest has droned it for him. And Gaz walks in to try and take out the camera. He is pinging for that camera to be taken out. And he did see Emo in at the end of the corridor right now. Is Emo going to continue to peek it? No, he doesn't. He backs out. He sees the drone there, takes it out,
Attackers have located
and then
a bomb.
walks back upstairs. Shade also on his drone. Throwing these ADSs, he gets rid of it. And he's getting tagged by Deals through the floor. Not quite sure where that fire is coming from, but Blackbeard now at 60 health. Goes back onto his drone. Did not see Deals. Does find dirt there, but it is Deals shooting him. As the Hibana does come through. And it takes out, he uses 2 Hibanas there. He's used all 3 now, actually. I don't know where the third one was used. And he finds dirt, picks him up. And that's the first kill of the round going over. Emo Rin is also getting really low. And D-Day Josh will pick that up. Gaz still taking pot shots at people through the floor. Shade also covering cross angles right now. D-Day Josh is outside watching for the flank onto Nest. Nest is on the wrong side here, however. It is Gaz with the diffuser at this point. Droning up. He realizes he finally gets onto his drone. Just gonna have a quick look around. Realizes he can't see. He finds Moogie. Moogie gets the pot shots, and Gaz is now at 40 health. He's gonna push in with Saya here, I think. Enforcer's coming around for a flank. Enforcer's downs him and will finally kill him from the side. Gaz having no one to cover his side. It's a bit tragic. You see D-Day Josh coming in, and the frag grenade goes out, and that is Deals backing out there. Nest looking around. Saya now in the corner. D-Day Josh has gone down, and he finally gets picked up by Deals. And Nest in the back will eliminate Deals out of this game. Or out of this round, sorry. Saya's still sitting in the corner, just pushing in. They have 20 seconds left. They finally picked up the diffuser, but they drop it again. As Moogie now tries to fight Saya. 15 seconds left. They're just going to run away. And that is Nest picking up one. They now need to find the remaining person as they do not have the diffuser. 5 seconds left. Enforcers was going for the kills there. Nest, he peeks around and he takes it out and he clutches the round at just the last second. Holy crap. What an end to the round. Final second of the game. Nest gets the last kill. They were not going to get the plant there at all. And Nest manages to clutch it out for tactical Frisbee. And they are now 3-1 up. Alright, as we are going to see an Armory Lockers and Archives defense again coming out of tactical Frisbees, as they did lose their last defensive round downstairs. It does reopen up the top. And we will have a Thatcher, Thermite, Ash, Hibana, and Glaz coming out of GiU for the attack. While we do have Mira, Valkyrie, Jaeger, Bandit, and Smoke on the defensive lineup.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Alright, I expect to see this very similar setup to what they ran last time. As Nest runs into the fountain and will barricade next to Gaz. I don't know why they take one side each. They take a half each, but like opposite sides of the fountain. I don't know why they just don't reinforce everything together. Gaz only going to reinforce one, and then he does take out a drone and throws a camera. We are going to see the Archives wall get reinforced again, and D-Day Josh is not going to bandit it. I don't think Nest is going to bandit it either, actually, as he does bandit up the Archives wall, and Gaz will finally reinforce his second one after his run around there. And yeah, it looks like Nest is just going to reinforce off fountain, just going to bandit off fountain in its entirety.
Moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Alright, moving on to Deals with the Glaz again. Unfortunately, that wall is reinforced again, so he will not be able to shoot through it to pick up a kill. We have Enforcers joining out officers, see what he can find. See someone behind the mirror wall, but that's about it. No one behind the desk. He didn't see anyone in the actual offices in the corner. He sees Nest taking out the that display thing above him, and he sees D-Day Josh run behind the run over to the wall. Have to find out where he went after that. Emo Rin still on his drone. GiU taking this very slowly, droning out everything, and EMP grenade does get thrown into Oh, and they actually took out the C4 there through the floor. That was their ultimate goal. Gaz obviously becoming too well known for his C4s. And Emo still running out silencer no matter who he plays and still trying to shoot people through walls.
Attackers recover
As he will now take out the diffuser and then boldly charge into CCTV. Shoots more into the wall. And Shade just going to try and hold a side. He sees a lot of bullet holes in the wall and will fire back through it, not hitting anyone. Gaz with the Valve cam in the CCTV room does not pick up anyone. Josh on top of the cabinets here. The drone does come in. I believe Deals saw him.
EMP incoming.
And we know roundabout where they are. So now it's all up to GiU and how they're going to attack here. They take out the Havana pallets right on the corner. As I do believe they only got 2 little shot holes through. That's not a lot, but Nesp is now stuck in his corner. Deals is taking out Shade, and D-Day Josh gets taken very low by Emo Rin. As the rest comes through. And Derp now going to be pushing into the side of offices, I believe. Pushing into the main door, sorry. Moogie jumps out of the officer's corner and is going to put a hole. I'm going to use a breaching charge to push into the wall. And he does pop it open, and now D-Day Josh will be feeling very insecure as he does take out Derp just to put a, just to say that I don't care how low I am taking as many of you with me. And he has a very tight angle to hold because he has an Ash coming in from his left as well.
Nitro deployed. Nitro destiny.
Moogie looking like he's going to jump in from the back here maybe. Enforcers takes out D-Day Josh and Emo Rin has traded onto Nesp. So now it is a 2-on-4 here. Through the wall, Gaz tries to take people out but runs out of ammo. Saya has been down. Enforcers walks in and will take him out with the bearing 9 as he is going to try and plant here. 15 seconds left. Gaz just needs to stop the plant and Emo Rin will take out Gaz. And that is GiU picking up the second round for themselves as it is now 3-2. As GiU there did everything right. They still played their slow and methodical pace. However, they won all their one-on-one fights and they managed to get flanks on people and pick them off from different angles. They got their crossfires and just cleaned up tactical frisbees one at a time. Alright, so we are going to see the armory lockers and archives again coming out of GiU. So far being unsuccessful to defend this, and we do see Bandit, Smoke, Valkyrie, Jaeger, and Mira. So again, no adaptations on their lineup or their bomb site. Maybe their setup will be a little bit different. Maybe they are planning on just trying to win their fights this time. I don't know. Meanwhile, on the attacking side, we will have Glaz, Havana, Twitch, Thatcher, and a Monty coming through for tactical frisbees. Looking over the scores, guys.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
We have Moogie on 4-1 and 3, Enforcers on 6-1 and 4, Emo Rin on 3-2 and 4, Deals on 2-2 and 3, and Derp on 2-1 and 4. Meanwhile, on TF side, we do have Nesp on 7-1 and 2, Gaz on 4-1 and 3, D-Day Josh on 4-1 and 4, Shade on 2-2 and 5, and Saya on 1-1 and 3. So, a very even spread of kills across both teams here. With a lot of work being done across both teams, and you see full assists on each team as well. So they're all pitching in here and they're all doing some fantastic work as a team. We do see the hatches getting pumped open by GiU at this point. However, they haven't yet put up their mirror wall. We'll be interested to see. They are going to put a mirror on the glass wall here to try and deal with it. So this is an adaptation they're making. And so they're not going to put a mirror onto the armory lockers. And let's see if this comes into play. Let's see if they push armory this time. They may as well because they know they don't have the reinforcements there. But Deals is still going to reinforce that wall just for it. Meanwhile, there was a lot of people spawned in the West Valley out of Tactical Frisbee. Including Shade here, who does see an open window. So he'll have to probably gather that a camp is out there. And we do see the window get pre-punched by Moogie in the bottom there. And we will see a lot of stuff get open here. As Moogie is going to peek Nesp, I think. No, the window is not open yet.
Stay behind me.
Moogie in a very precarious spot. He needs to hold his angles well. We do see Shade shooting through the wall, trying to see what he can find. They do open the Gaz wall. Gaz got his drone downstairs, and we do see D-Day Josh currently looking to push downstairs as well. Nest hasn't quite opened the window. He doesn't know that there's one hit yet. He does see a crack in the wall there, and he finally opens the window and calls that it's open. And I think he called a claymore there, as well as Moogie takes some shots at him, takes him to half health, and Moogie took no damage in reply. Nest almost dying here. He's taking a lot of pot shots from a lot of different places. Saya looking for a peek, sees the mirror wall and sees nothing else. He does see Moogie there behind the reinforced wall, and he is just going to sit there. And Deals has taken out D-Day Josh. That is the Twitch gone. The Deals is at the end of the corridor there. Oh no, through the hatch, sorry. It is Emo in actually at the end of the corridor. Moogie is taking out Gaz. And GiU putting up a fantastic defense this time, as Nest is still really low at the outset of that wall. Shade now still seeing at this window, having not picked up anyone, feeling very... Oh, and Emo up on the fountain does pick up Shade through that little gap, and Deals will take out Nest. It is all up to Saya. Monty versus the world here. He is in a lot of trouble at this point. And Moogie will finally pick it out, as he did jump out and melee the... Yeah, that's unfortunate. So couldn't have done a lot there. As GiU do pick up round 6, sorry, very convincingly. We are now up to 3-3. So this is turning out to be a very great losers bracket final. So we are going to have Thatcher, Thermite, Ash, Hibana, and Glaz coming out of GiU, while we are going to have the Armory Lockers and Archives being defended again by Tactical Frisbees, and it is going to be Jaeger, Valkyrie, Mira, Smoke, and they're thinking about Rook at this point. No, they do change up to a Bandit for Nest.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
As we are going to see probably the exact same setup they've done every time they've defended this spot. I don't see why not. You see Nest and Gaz covering the sides again as they go, as Gaz goes off to put up his cams. We do see Shade now reinforcing Armory Lockers. The Lockers wall, we do have the mirror wall being placed up, and no hatch being placed this time. What's that? 2? That will be 4, 6, 8, 9. So once, and there's the 10th. Nest is going to reinforce over onto that wall as well. Probably to sit someone down there safely. Indeed, Josh will pick up his final reinforcement now. And that is all that she has wrote, and so that is their setup. Nothing different at all. Nothing unusual, nothing concerning. They didn't reinforce the glass wall this time, and this time you can see Deals has peppered it. He has absolutely opened it, and does not see anything, so he moves on. Enforcer's now droning out on the bottom floor. He will find Deals Nest there. Sorry, he does take him out. Oh, it might have been Shade. No, yeah, it was Shade downstairs. As he take him out. Going to be watching those windows up top just to make sure they do not get anything. Dirk now pushing in. Going to look like he's going to enter through the CCTV again. He takes his drone and is going to go look down to the east stairwell, I think. Finds no one. He will find Shade there, actually. He did find Shade and calls it out. He does know he's there. The question is, what will Shade do about it? Shade just backs down the stairwell, and this is gone out of that. So he does bust the window, goes back onto his drone, and tries to see what Shade will do. Deals takes out Gaz, though, with that, glass. As he does move onto the bus, and will take out the second window there, just to make everyone a little bit suspicious. And actually, no, he is going to rappel up. He smokes out into the room, and he is going to sit very fondly on there. No, he jumps in and throws another C4. Shade is taking out Moogie. Another smoke goes down, and the final smoke goes down, but it does get taken out with an ADS. And he tags Shade, does not kill him though. Shade now very, very cautious of the glass at that window.
Attackers activated.
And the plant is down. Shade tries to drop shot, but Deals is already in position and takes him out. He tries to shoot through the floor. Enforcers has taken up their spot, and it looks like the diffuser is on the in the armory. So this is a different push coming out of GiU, and it's working wonders for them. D-Day Josh looks like he's going to be peeking this. The smoke comes out, and he tags a ton of glass. And but Deals does just go in. He tries to shoot Nesp, and he finds Saya. Saya missed the knife, and Deals picks up Nesp as well. But D-Day Josh will trade back on Emorin and Deals. He's got his pistol out at this point, going for the pistol kills. He misses. He reloads the pistol as Enforcers will just pull out the bearing 9, and that is round number 7. Sorry, going over to GiU. They're now 4-3 up as they are now on match point. Tactical Frisbee here are looking to try and take this back. They're on a must-win round if they do want to take this game, as they will be defending Ventilation and Workshop by GiU, as they did win upstairs. So it is going to be Bandit, Smoke, Valkyrie, Jaeger, and Mira on the defense for GiU, while we do see Ash, Habana, Blackbeard's currently sitting on a Twitch. Yes, they will lock in the Twitch, and Saya left to decide right now what he's going to go as. And Saya goes as a recruit in the most crucial round of Tactical Frisbee's game, probably Tactical Frisbee's whole night. They have a recruit.
Defused by attackers.
So we will have to see how GiU will plan on setting this on up. This is the first time they are going to be defending this site. As we do see the rotate hole into the corner of the ventilation room there. And we see Moogie put up double reinforcements into the back. Emorin will now go and reinforce one of the walls at least. He might get the second. We're curiously lacking a pass for this defensive side. And it will be a full reinforcement of the back wall by Emorin.
10 seconds to go.
And we see a lot of holes being made into the wall, into ventilation, just to make sure that room is not safe at all. And up top we have
Attackers have
the
recovered.
hatch is being opened. We have a mirror has gone down on the normal mirror wall there. And that's about it. And Deals is going to be covering from the back as well, as Emorin does come in and bandit that as well. So it looks like we're going to have a mix of a top hold out of the fountain and the armory. Just a 2-person hold, and then a 3-man ankle with possibly one roam downstairs. The Enforcer is roaming downstairs. So Shade busts into detention room as Emorin is there and takes him straight out. Emo not standing for that. And he pre-fires a bit more, thinking there's going to be more than one, but he does back out and then reload his gun. D-Day drops his drone, does find him, but he takes it out. And he moves on back into sight here. Enforcers still back in the waiting room here, looking to get a nice flank on everyone when the time comes. Imugi on his cams right now, looks around, doesn't see anyone, but he does know that they're upstairs at this point. Flashbang does come out. Emorin back downstairs. More drones getting destroyed here, and we do see Gaz upstairs looking to push into the top section here. Probably looking to push into offices to try and find who he can. The biggest thing is, though, is we do have Enforcers hovering around that east stairwell who can actually get a nice little flank here. And if he's not careful, he will flank Sail. Nope, Sayer's moved out. He doesn't see anyone there. He does see the drone, though, and it does get taken out. This will tell them, if anyone is watching the drones, that someone is indeed on east stairs. Gaz still sitting in CCTV. D-Day Josh takes out Enforcers, though. That is that Jaeger gone. Emorin does trade straight back onto Nesp, though. D-Day Josh has taken a lot of damage, and he finally gets down and killed by Derp from the side. As Deals does take out Gaz as well. It's now all down to this shield recruit, Sayer. He's got 4 people to kill, and he's being shot through the floor, shot through the wall, shot in front of him, and he just runs away. He just bolts it. As Moogie will take that out, and that is GG going over to GiU now. 5-3 is the final score. GiU heading on into the finals, where we will have Tactical Frisbees taking home third place. While we do look at the scores, we see Imorin on 6, Deals on 9, Mugi and Enforcers both on 7, and Derp on 3. And we have a lot of people leaving out of thingy. So there's the scores. Nath on 7, Gaz on 4, D-Day Josh on 7, Shade on 3, and Saya on 1. Alright guys, I want to thank you for watching this third place playoff. We do have GiU progressing to the finals, while Tactical Frisbees will take home third place for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys shortly.
Inside lane, missing exits. I'm glued to the pavement, between the lines. I'll keep my gaze straight ahead as the last stop flies by. No more waiting for the gun to fire. No more walking through revolving doors. I've gone around once, and I don't need to go around anymore. It's time to break away. Forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. Cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right again? Don't you wanna feel whole? Don't you wanna feel? Full steam through the setbacks. You can't win them all, but I'm proud I tried. Glad we had a dialogue. It's good to shape the mind. Speeding up the pace, turning up the heat. Where I need to be for the first time. Taking risks, I'm casting off without a lifeline. Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. Cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right again? Don't you wanna feel whole? Don't you wanna feel? Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. Follow me,